Wide wreckage has cleaned up on islands off the Holland polar shore following several 270 glass consisting chemical substances bring down off a goods vessel in a tempest. As the degree of contamination became precise on 5 islands consisting Terschelling, Coast Guards sought the Polar Sea for lacking glass. The goods bring down off the MSC Zoe closed the Deutsche Isle of Borkum, but the tidal transferred lot of them to the southward west. Original images showed families' toys and TVs on Holland beaches. But officials told 3 glass transferred toxicity substances, and Holland and Deutsche Coast Guards alerted regional human beings to manage precise of them. One of such glass had a goods of hydrogen peroxide dust, and a 25-kilogram bag of the chemistry was found on the Isle of Schiermonnikoog on Thursday, in several glass and their table of contents. The Panama-registered vessel is outlined as the largest in Europe, in a capacity goods of 19,000 glass. As tempests buffeted northern Germany in storm-strength winds, deceased on Tuesday overnight, 270 glass of Zoe's goods bring down off the vessel as it done its way via the Wadden Sea of the Belgium seaport of Antwerp. By environment night, powerful tides had already swept several of the glass onto beaches on Terschelling, Vlieland and Ameland, and Holland and Deutsche Coast Guard planes scoured the sea for the other night. In Thursday, the MSC Zoe docked at Bremerhaven. Several glass were spotty in Deutsche water, and a future 11 were seen by the Holland Coast Guard float among the islands of Ameland and Schiermonnikoog. By Thursday, 5 Holland islands in the Wadden Sea had seen wreckage of the MSC Zoe clean up on its beaches. On Texel, Vlieland, Terschelling, Ameland and Schiermonnikoog voluntary were help on Thursday to precise up the chaos spilt the early date. About 100 soldiers were creature shipped to the island's portion of the Pure Up transactions. Amongst the nonsense found on Terschelling's length, sand beaches were shoes, mined, cushions, chairs, TVs and plasticity hobby. Family found rose toys amongst the nonsense. Voluntary had to shovel polystyrene packing of the dunes. On Ameland, regional officials told 130,000 kilogram of wreckage had been purified up on an 8 kilometers, 5-mile, extent of bathing beach. Future to the east, on Schiermonnikoog, a path of plasticity nonsense shoes and lighting bulbs was found on the beaches. The is really a calamity. How are we departure to pure the upwards, told regional ecologist Cynthia Boraz. We were produced for an oil calamity but not the Terschelling Mayoress Bert Wassink afraid the pure up could get a length period. We've never seen the up. It's proper more than overall to see glass declining in the water supply but never up on the scope, he said. Social announcer room. It was not all bad news story on Terschelling. The newest artifact on screen in the Regional Wreck Museum in the city of Formerum displayed an troupe of plasticity ponies. While the MSC Napoli ran on the rocks off the southward west shore of England in 2007, 80 glass cleaned on shore. Police force had to close a regional bathing beach as human beings scoured the wreckage for motorbikes and some trade. Police force had to use old laws on garbage collection. How need human beings to back consumer goods of the affected vessel? Though several plain display TVs were found in the wreckage on environment, largest concerns on the Holland Islands concentrated on the ecological harm to the region.